Getting engaged? Wanting to upgrade your ring? Looking to purchase something meaningful that will outlive your shoes and clothes and electronics? Where are you going to make this purchase? Here's 5 reasons why you should shop with an independent jeweler instead of from a chain store, cruise ship, or faceless online presence. Welcome to Jewels of the Trade. My name is Jordan, and I'm reminding you not to trust random gemstone information on the internet. And yes, I do see the irony in that. To be clear on the purpose of this video, I am not telling you to not shop online. However, a lot of small, independent jewelers do have a brick and mortar presence. So as always, I'm encouraging you to shop with your local independent jeweler or a reputable small business, even if they're just online. Before we get started, answer this question for me in the comments. Have you ever had a bad experience shopping for jewelry at a chain store, on a cruise ship or a travel destination, or online? Tell me your story! Also, disclaimer, there is some good jewelry on cruise ships. Reason number 1, quality. Your independent jeweler has a higher standard for goods and grading. Let's break that down. The quality of jewelry in an independent jewelry store has been professionally examined by experienced professionals, gemologists, and jewelers before it ever made its way into the case. Your local independent jeweler is attaching their name to every single piece that they sell. So they're not buying lightweight pieces that were mass-produced in China and had the poorly cut i3 stones cast into the mounting. Chain stores and box stores shop price. They're looking for lightweight mountings that aren't made as well because they can sell more of them at a lower price. This definitely negatively affects the wearability, longevity, and appearance of the items. As for the grading, did you know that not all labs grade diamonds the same way? They often use the same letters like DEF, VS, SII. So their grading sounds the same, but they're actually using different standards and methods. Your local jeweler is not only critical of the labs who certify their stones and their standards, but an independent jeweler can also critique the grading of the stone to make sure that you're getting a fair price. Don't ever buy a diamond just because of the grade. It is meaningless if you haven't seen the stone. Reason number 2, warranty. An independent jeweler is going to offer you a warranty, and it's probably going to be free. The fine print in a lot of large business warranties basically limits your coverage to usually only a year and typically only applies to manufacturing mistakes. Your local jewelry store will warranty for stone loss, probably forever, as long as you bring it in every 6 months to a year to have it cleaned and checked. Think about how expensive diamonds are. Do you really want to spend the money replacing them? Whatever you think you're saving up front by buying from a large business, you are probably not in the long run. Reason number 3, professionalism. Your local jewelry store has trained and certified professionals offering legitimate guarantee of the product. Not just that the product is what they say it is, which is important, but that it is valued appropriately. In a large business, like a chain store, you typically don't have that type of quality control. They're producing like thousands or tens of thousands of pieces. In a lot of cases, these large companies probably don't have qualified gemologists or jewelers at all. And by the way, a diamondologist is a meaningless certification. Don't let anybody trick you with that. Your local independent jewelry store has the proper equipment for testing diamonds and gemstones so that they know what they're selling and they understand value and quality so that they can price product appropriately. Reason number 4, repairs. Your local independent jewelry store can offer repair services, engraving, appraisals for insurance, and professional advice for your buying decisions based on your lifestyle. They can make personal recommendations for which piece you should buy up front, which repairs you need over time as your jewelry wears, and they can usually repair your jewelry in-house, quickly and professionally. In fact, you can even meet the jeweler who does the repairs. You can probably even see the safe your jewelry is kept in, the security cameras and guards protecting it, and the professionals who will be handling your jewelry because it's not going through the mail, or being worked on by college girls who have no professional bench training. And yeah, some chain stores do that. I should probably add a disclaimer that not all chain stores are the same, but I don't know. I don't know that that's true. Reason number 5, customer service. Your local independent jeweler or trusted small business online seller can offer you a quality customer service experience for the initial purchase itself and all future maintenance, repairs, and needs. You can build a relationship where you trust your jeweler and are comfortable going to them for maintenance, repairs, upgrades, appraisals, sizing, and advice. You don't have to wait on hold. You don't have to email back and forth or wonder where your jewelry is and why it isn't back on time. You can just walk in and see them or DM them directly on Instagram. With small businesses, you can usually talk directly to the owner or manager, and you know you can trust the staff. So there you have it. I hope you will consider this advice before buying a fracture-filled and irradiated diamond on a cruise ship. That's a thing, because when that filling comes out, you can't put it back in because it's irradiated. Or before buying a flimsy diamond eternity band from the mall that loses stones every 6 months and has like no warranty, or a platinaire ring that can't even be sized because jewelers don't even have that solder and can't work on the material. I don't know if people sell platinaire anymore, but I'm sure that chain stores and box stores are selling something just like it. Basically, platinaire and everything that's similar to it is just some weird alloy that sounds expensive but is actually cheap and doesn't last and can't usually be repaired because of the proprietary alloy of the metal. I have hours and hours of stories in my noggin of how customers have overpaid for crap jewelry. Customers who've been taken advantage of by sellers that were not independent small businesses. Chain stores have a way of making things sound exciting, but don't give in to the hype. You're spending a lot of money on your jewelry. It should literally last for generations, plural, and you should pay a fair price for it. Comment below about experiences you've had as a jewelry shopper, and let me know if you have any questions. If you're interested in purchasing these earrings that I'm wearing, you can ask your local independent jewelry store about Mason K Jade, the leading supplier of natural jadeite jade in the US since 1976. Also, disclaimer, there is some good jewelry on cruise ships. For instance, Jade Maya is a brick and mortar store in Guatemala that sells Guatemalan jadeite, and they also have a presence on cruise ships. All of their product is totally legit, I super double promise.